Welcome back to Game Changers. At Santa Monica High School, they take cheerleading seriously. Amy Metters is the head coach that has taken these girls beyond the sidelines and placed them center stage. And they've performed as champions.
Competitive cheerleading is as much of a sport as you can possibly get. There's rules, there's points, there's safety restrictions, there's injuries, there's hours and hours and hours of practice and money that goes into it. There's winners, there's losers, there's trophies. So they live it every day, and so I don't have to instill in them, but they have to instill it into their peers' minds. And I think our school has slowly been coming to understand what it takes to be a competitive cheerleader, and they actually get a lot of respect here now, which they didn't get originally.
Anyone that questions whether the cheerleaders at Santa Monica High School are athletes or not can take a look at one of their routines. They consider themselves athletes, and competitive cheerleading is their sport. And with success during her time as head coach, Amy Metters is helping others to see that.
I'm a very huge believer in cheer being a sport. I've played different sports like basketball and softball, and I definitely think cheer has been the most physically demanding for me.
Amy is all for the cheer becoming a sport. She definitely influences us in that she pushes us just as hard as other athletes get pushed. We do the same exact conditioning that they do, so we know that we are a sport.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bump down, yay, 2 for 2. My dream is coming true.
Metters currently coaches 56 girls and 5 squads. In her 10 years at Santa Monica High, she has turned this cheer program not only into a sport, but an award-winning success. Winning CIF championships for 6 years, being named West Coast champs, winning the all-girl stunt group for 2 consecutive years, and taking home a national title in 2008. And that's only naming a few of their accomplishments.
I would never have 10 years ago been able to predict what these girls are able to accomplish on the mat today with my help. I've been learning along with them, and it's pretty exciting to see, like when I watch videos back from my first year to this year, it's really exciting for me to see the difference. It kind of makes all the time I spend here worth it.
As a former high school cheerleader and college cheerleader at Michigan State, she knows what it takes to be successful. Amy Metters brings experience that her girls value and appreciate.
Step in her pocket. That's the first thing you need to look at, is where you're putting your foot on Morgan. Second thing you need to look at is where you're putting your foot onto Sadie. It's like a stair stepper.
I definitely think it helps me to realize, like when she's giving corrections, it helps me to realize that she's not being like hypocritical, that she knows what she's talking about, and she's been through the exact same situations as we have. Like, she knows exactly how to learn how to do tumbling because she learned the same exact way. So it definitely helps a lot.
You know, she's a very great coach. You learn a lot of stuff from her, and she's very easygoing. So, I mean, it gets easier every year. A lot of girls are intimidated by her when they first join the team, but as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and doing, you know, giving 100% to the team, that's really all she asks for.
Slow, Dom.
5, 6, 7.
There it is.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2.
Oh, oh, drop your hip. Drop your hip. Switch. It was so perfect.
We had very low leadership in the coaching department when I was in high school, and I would have liked to have someone that was pushing me harder and making me practice longer and telling me that my skills needed to be raised. And I didn't have that at all. So we all just kind of, we were stagnant. We didn't improve. I would never want that to happen to them. So I'm definitely a tough coach, and I set very high expectations for them. I think because I didn't have that as an athlete. And now that I'm older, I wish I did have it.
All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, blue, gold, white. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Blue, gold, white.
Bend on.
5, 6, 7, yeah!
I'm glad that she pushes us hard because I've seen other teams where coaches are so much easier and the outcome isn't isn't as great as our outcome. So even though it's tough sometimes, in the end, I'm happy about it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo, that's going backwards a little bit. Is that you or Kate?
No, but you're letting go too early.
Okay. Yeah, that needs to go forward for the spin. Otherwise, she's going to spin on top of Grace's head again.
I'd say the best thing about having Amy is that she knows how to get the job done, but she's also like sort of a second mother to us. She's like a really fun and loving and caring like mom figure who also teaches you like so many life lessons that we learn through cheer and also all the physical aspects of cheer.
7, 1, 2.
Nice.
5, 6, 7.
Nice, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That was like perfect. That was perfect.
They're a really interesting bunch. They're very quirky, and they're actually pretty close friends with each other for the most part, which gives us a good foundation to build upon as far as trust and respect goes on the team. We have a really strong leadership. This year we have 8 seniors and 8 returners out of 12. Right now we're working on personal motivation and making sure that each girl is contributing equally to one another to increasing the skill level of our team.
3, 4. Good job, but you gotta be louder.
As a team, you have to be close inside of your sport and outside of your sport. And the coach being close is a really big thing as well, because it just makes the team work harder collectively because you all want the same thing. You all have the same goals, as opposed to some people kind of wanting it, some people really wanting it. Everybody has the same mindset.
The ultimate goal on a competitive standpoint is to obviously win a national championship, and whether that be at UCA Nationals or USA Nationals, I think that's everyone's goal. On a non-competitive standpoint, my goal is to always build a team that loves and trusts each other and overall has fun, but knows when business is business and fun is fun, and can make the most out of their season by hitting solid routines. So if they can hit a solid routine and not win, then there's nothing we can do about that. So they have to kind of learn that you're not always going to win. It's a very subjective sport. It's very subjective. So all you can do is give it your best, and if they have that attitude throughout the year, that's my ultimate goal, really.
Let's go!